HDL, the good cholesterol you've been encouraged to increase for a healthy heart, might also hold clues to your cancer risk. A colossal study involving over 3 million people has revealed that high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, HDL cholesterol, widely known as the good cholesterol, is tied to the likelihood of developing gastrointestinal cancers such as stomach, liver, and pancreatic cancer. Even more startling, it's not just low HDL cholesterol that's a concern. A sudden spike in its levels can also signal danger. For decades, the mantra has been clear: higher HDL cholesterol is better. It's the hero that clears out bad cholesterol, safeguarding your arteries. But this research turns that idea upside down, showing that HDL cholesterol's role in your body is far more intricate and potentially more vital than anyone realized. If you're someone who tracks cholesterol levels, this is a game changer. It's no longer just about preventing heart disease. Your HDL cholesterol could be a sneak peek into your risk for cancers that often strike silently, like pancreatic or liver cancer. The twist? It's not simply about having high or low HDL cholesterol at one moment. The study suggests that changes in your HDL cholesterol over time, whether it plummets or surges, might hint at trouble brewing. Don't hit the panic button yet. This isn't about dreading your next blood test. It's about recognizing that HDL cholesterol is a bigger player in your health story than you thought. This massive study dives deep into the connection between HDL cholesterol, often dubbed the good cholesterol, and the risk of gastrointestinal cancers. Published on April 3, 2024 in Nature Communications under the title A Population-Based Cohort Study of Longitudinal Change of High-Density Lipoprotein Cholesterol Impact on Gastrointestinal Cancer Risk, this research offers a comprehensive analysis that's both a goldmine for researchers and a wake-up call for health professionals. Drawing on data from the Korean National Health Insurance Service System, it tracked 3.131 million individuals who had health checkups in 2010 and in 2014, following them through 2021 to see who developed cancer. The study zeroes in on 6 major gastrointestinal cancers: gastric, colorectal, liver, pancreatic, gallbladder, and biliary. The numbers are staggering. 40,696 gastric, 35,707 colorectal, 21,309 liver, 11,532 pancreatic, 4,225 gallbladder, and 7,051 biliary cancer cases were identified. Here's what they discovered. Persistently low HDL cholesterol staying low across both measurements was tied to a higher risk of stomach, liver, and biliary cancers. A drop in HDL cholesterol from normal to low over those 4 years raised the risk for every gastrointestinal cancer studied. A sharp rise in HDL cholesterol by 25 milligrams per deciliter or more unexpectedly increased the risk of liver and stomach cancers. The stats hit hard. People whose HDL cholesterol fell from normal to low faced a 26% higher risk of liver cancer and an 11% higher risk of pancreatic cancer. Those with consistently low HDL cholesterol had a 17% greater chance of liver cancer. And here's where it gets personal. Lifestyle choices like smoking worsened these risks. Smokers with low HDL cholesterol saw an even steeper climb in liver cancer odds. Age and sex matter too. Older adults over 60 with low HDL cholesterol were more prone to stomach cancer, while younger adults under 60 faced a bigger pancreatic cancer risk if their levels dropped. What makes this research stand out is its focus on how HDL cholesterol levels change over time. Rather than taking a single measurement, the researchers categorized participants based on their HDL cholesterol trends between 2010 and 2014. Did their levels stay persistently low, persistently normal, or did they shift, say, from normal to low or low to normal? To measure the impact of these patterns on cancer risk, they used hazard ratios, HRs, a statistical tool that compares the likelihood of cancer in different HDL cholesterol groups to a baseline. typically those with stable, normal levels. This approach offers a dynamic perspective, aiming to unravel how fluctuations in HDL cholesterol might signal trouble down the road, while also shedding light on the mechanisms and factors like lifestyle or biology that could drive this association. The scale of the study, over 3 million people, combined with its longitudinal design, sets it apart. By tracking HDL cholesterol changes and linking them to cancer outcomes years later, it provides a richer, more nuanced picture than studies relying on a one-time snapshot. For researchers and health experts, this analysis doesn't just highlight risks. It opens the door to deeper questions about how HDL cholesterol interacts with our bodies and what that means for preventing some of the deadliest cancers. So, how does HDL cholesterol, the good guy, get tangled up with cancer? This study doesn't nail down the exact why, but it offers some compelling theories. The connection between HDL cholesterol and gastrointestinal cancer risk is a puzzle. Gastrointestinal cancers include those affecting the stomach, colon, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, and bile ducts. While HDL cholesterol is famous for protecting your heart, this study suggests it might also play a role in cancer risk, either by failing to protect you when levels drop or, surprisingly, by increasing risk when levels spike in certain cases. But why does this happen? There are possible biological and environmental mechanisms behind this link, based on the study's findings and supporting research. HDL cholesterol's protective roles being compromised. Low HDL cholesterol as a symptom of underlying issues. External factors amplifying the link. The unexpected twist: high HDL cholesterol and risk. HDL cholesterol does more than just shuttle cholesterol around. It's got a whole toolkit of cancer-fighting abilities. When its levels drop or swing unpredictably, these defenses might weaken, giving cancer a chance to take root. HDL cholesterol acts like a firefighter, dousing the flames of inflammation and oxidative stress in your body. Chronic inflammation is a big red flag for cancer. It creates a chaotic environment where cells can mutate and grow out of control. The study suggests that when HDL cholesterol levels are low or declining, this anti-inflammatory shield falters, letting inflammation run rampant and possibly paving the way for cancer. Picture HDL cholesterol as a janitor. It's sweeping excess cholesterol out of cells, including potential cancer cells. If HDL cholesterol levels drop, this cleanup crew goes on strike, leaving cholesterol to pile up in tissues. That buildup could act like fertilizer for tumors, giving cancer cells the raw materials they need to grow and spread. HDL cholesterol isn't just cholesterol. It's loaded with components like apolipoproteins, such as ApoA1, that might directly attack cancer cells, stopping them from multiplying. A decline in HDL cholesterol could mean fewer of these natural cancer blockers, leaving your body less equipped to fight off rogue cells. Sometimes low HDL cholesterol might not be the villain, but a clue that something else is wrong. Could low HDL cholesterol be a sign of cancer already simmering beneath the surface? The study wonders if early undetected tumors might trigger inflammation that drives HDL cholesterol levels down. To check this, researchers excluded cancer cases diagnosed within 1 to 2 years of HDL cholesterol measurement, and the link between low HDL cholesterol and cancer risk still held strong. This suggests inflammation might be part of the story, but it's not the only piece of the puzzle. The liver is HDL cholesterol's headquarters. It makes and manages this cholesterol. It's also a hotspot for cancer. If HDL cholesterol levels dip or shift, it could be a signal that the liver's not working right, which might tie directly to liver cancer risk. Your lifestyle and biology can turn up the heat on this HDL cholesterol and cancer connection, making the risks more pronounced. Here's a big one. Smokers with low HDL cholesterol faced a much higher cancer risk, especially for liver cancer. Smoking doesn't just lower HDL cholesterol, it also fans the flames of inflammation, creating a dangerous combo that might supercharge cancer development. This shows how lifestyle choices can team up with low HDL cholesterol to make things worse. The HDL cholesterol cancer link isn't the same for everyone. For some cancers, women with low HDL cholesterol had higher risks than men, hinting that hormones might play a role. Age mattered too. Adults over 60 with low HDL cholesterol were more likely to develop stomach cancer, while younger folks saw bigger pancreatic cancer risk. This suggests that aging or hormonal changes could tweak how HDL cholesterol influences cancer. Hold on, higher HDL cholesterol is supposed to be better, right? Not always. The study found a surprising twist for liver cancer. A sharp increase in HDL cholesterol by 25 milligrams per deciliter or more was tied to a 41% higher risk. This flips the script on everything we thought we knew about good cholesterol. The researchers think this might be because HDL cholesterol can stop cells from dying, a process called apoptosis. Normally, that's a perk. It keeps healthy cells alive. But in cancer, it could backfire by letting cancer cells hang around longer than they should, giving them more time to multiply and cause trouble. This shows HDL cholesterol can be a double-edged sword, protective in some cases, risky in others. So, why does HDL cholesterol get mixed up with gastrointestinal cancer risk? It's a mix of lost protection, hidden warnings, outside influencers, and an unexpected twist. Low or unstable HDL cholesterol might weaken your body's defenses, its ability to fight inflammation, clear cholesterol, and block tumor growth. It could also signal deeper issues like liver trouble or early cancer-related inflammation. Factors like smoking, sex, and age can amplify the danger. And in a surprising turn, a big jump in HDL cholesterol might even protect cancer cells in specific cases, like liver cancer. While the study doesn't nail down one single cause, it paints a complex picture where HDL cholesterol's role in cancer isn't just black and white. It's a spectrum of possibilities shaped by biology and lifestyle. Even with 3 million participants, the study leaves some mysteries. Does low HDL cholesterol spark cancer, or is it just a red flag for other issues like inflammation or liver trouble that drive cancer? Why do older folks with low HDL cholesterol face more stomach cancer risk, while younger adults see a pancreatic spike? Why do some risks hit women harder? What's behind the higher liver cancer risk with a sharp HDL cholesterol rise? Is it those cell survival effects or something else entirely? These gaps mean we're not at the finish line. More research, maybe lab studies or genetic deep dives, will need to fill in the blanks. HDL cholesterol isn't just a random number your doctor scribbles down. It's a snapshot of how your daily habits stack up. Think of it as your body's loyal cleanup crew, scooping up the bad LDL cholesterol and maybe even throwing a shield against diseases like cancer. But here's the kicker. You hold the reins. The way you eat, move, chill, and sleep shapes your HDL cholesterol levels and your health every single day. What you eat isn't just about satisfying hunger. It's a direct line to your HDL cholesterol. Picture this, a greasy drive-through burger with fries and a soda. Tasty? Sure. But that combo, loaded with processed carbs and trans fats, drags your HDL cholesterol down like an anchor. Swap it for grilled salmon, a drizzle of olive oil, and a side of roasted veggies. That's an HDL cholesterol power-up. Healthy fats. Think avocados, nuts, or a handful of seeds. Don't just boost your good cholesterol, they fight off metabolic chaos like obesity or diabetes, which can quietly hike your cancer risk. Real life hack, next grocery run, grab a bag of walnuts for snacking or toss some chia seeds into your morning smoothie. Small swaps, big wins. Sitting on the couch, binge watching your favorite show? Comfy, but it's an HDL cholesterol buzzkill. Movement, even the fun kind, flips the script. A 30-minute walk around the block, a dance-off with your kids in the living room, or a quick bike ride to the park can nudge your HDL cholesterol up. Bonus, exercise doesn't just tweak cholesterol. It dials down inflammation, that sneaky spark behind diseases like cancer. Try this. Set a phone alarm for a 5-minute stretch break every hour during your Netflix marathon. By bedtime, you've racked up a mini workout without breaking a sweat. Ever had a week where deadlines pile up? You're surviving on coffee and sleep's a distant memory? Your HDL cholesterol feels that too. Chronic stress can tank your levels, often pushing you toward junk food or skipping that workout. Double trouble. Quick fix before bed, trade scrolling for a warm bath or a chapter of a good book. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Your HDL cholesterol will thank you. If you smoke, here's the raw truth. It's not just your lungs taking a hit, your HDL cholesterol gets pummeled too. Lighting up slashes your good cholesterol and ramps up cancer risk. Quitting? It's a grind, but it's a game changer. Your HDL cholesterol climbs back, and your whole body breathes easier. Start small. Swap one cigarette break for a quick walk or a chat with a friend. HDL cholesterol isn't some abstract lab stat. It's a mirror of your life. Low levels might whisper, "Hey, let's tweak a few things," while a sudden spike could shout, "Talk to your doc," especially if cancer's in your family tree. The cool part? You don't need a PhD to shift it, just your everyday choices. HDL cholesterol isn't just your heart's bodyguard. It might be a cancer fighter too, as long as it's at Goldilocks zone. Not too low, not sky high. Here's your playbook to keep it steady with practical tips you can start today. Think of HDL cholesterol as your bloodstream's janitor, mopping up LDL cholesterol and keeping your arteries clear. A healthy level, above 40 milligrams per deciliter for men, 50 milligrams per deciliter for women, is like a high five for your heart. And now, studies hint it might fend off cancer too. You don't need fancy gear or a medical degree, just some smart moves. Here's how. Get moving. Aim for 30 minutes most days. No gym? No problem. Crank up your favorite playlist and dance like nobody's watching, or take your dog for an extra long stroll. It pumps HDL cholesterol and melts stress. Pro move. Try a walking meeting with a friend, catch up, and level up at the same time. Eat like a Mediterranean. Ditch the margarine for olive oil, snack on almonds instead of chips, and pile your plate with colorful veggies, fruits, and whole grains like quinoa or oats. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel are HDL cholesterol superstars. Tasty twist. Sprinkle oats with berries and a dash of cinnamon for a breakfast. Kick the habit. Quitting smoking isn't just a lung saver, it's an HDL cholesterol booster and a cancer risk crusher. Support trick? Tell a buddy your quit date for accountability, or stash the cash you'd spend on cigs for a treat, like new sneakers. Trim the middle, extra pounds, especially belly fat. Drag HDL cholesterol down. Losing even 5 to 10% of your weight, like 10 pounds if you're 200, can lift it. Easy win, swap soda for sparkling water with a lemon slice. Fewer calories, same fizz. Chill out. Stress is an HDL cholesterol thief. Carve out 5 minutes for a deep breathing break, a quick meditation app session, or a hike where the only deadline is sunset. Feel good idea. Pet a dog, yours or a neighbor's. Instant calm, zero cost. Little tweaks can turbocharge your HDL cholesterol. Berry Blast. Strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries bring antioxidants that might team up with HDL cholesterol to fight cancer-causing culprits. Toss them in yogurt or eat them straight. Dark Chocolate Delight. A square of 70% plus dark chocolate isn't just a treat. It's got HDL cholesterol-friendly vibes. Keep it to 1 ounce. Red Wine Rule. A small glass might nudge HDL cholesterol up, but more than one can flip the script and hurt you. Sip, don't chug. Skimping on sleep messes with cholesterol and inflammation, two things HDL cholesterol hates. Aim for 7 to 9 hours. Nighttime hack: dim the lights an hour before bed and sip herbal tea like chamomile. Get a blood test every year or two. Low HDL cholesterol? Time for a lifestyle tweak. A sudden jump? Ask your doc what's up. It could be a signal worth digging into, especially with a family history of liver or stomach cancer. This isn't about stressing over a lab report, it's about owning your health. HDL cholesterol is like a friendly nudge, telling you what's working and what's not. The habits that keep it humming, moving more, eating smarter, ditching smokes, are your VIP pass to feeling energized, dodging disease, and living longer. Next time you skip the fries for a handful of nuts or lace up for a walk, you're not just nudging a number, you're building a stronger, healthier you. And that's worth a high five any day. This massive study cracks open a new chapter on HDL cholesterol, linking it to cancer in ways we didn't expect. It's not just about heart health anymore, it's a broader clue to your well-being. The habits that keep HDL cholesterol steady, moving, eating well, skipping cigarettes, are already your best bets for a long, healthy life. So next time you get a cholesterol check, don't just skim the numbers. Think of HDL cholesterol as a messenger. With a little effort, you can keep it and your health in the green. As science digs deeper, we'll uncover more. But for now, you've got the tools to take charge. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below. If you found this video helpful, we'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Thank you for watching,